Tor Des Geants 2022 has begun. In the typical me fashion, I'd already cocked up when my bad Italian meant I'd left one of the race numbers meant to be placed on my back in my drop bag. I'd assumed it to be a spare. I run back down the hill to the drop-off point to find my bag inaccessible and to be told sternly I must have my number on at the first life base. Then I had to sprint back up the hill to the start again, terrified of missing the off. I arrive a barrel full of nerves, ready to fiddle with my laces and bag straps and jostle for position in the 1,000-strong crowd. As the race started though, through the cacophony of cowbells and cheers, my nerves seemed to slip through my shoes into the paved streets of Courmayeur, replaced by the tingle of excitement. The hardest part of a race like this is making it to the start line, and for better or worse, I have made it. Every step now is progress, another step closer to the finish of another epic 200-mile adventure in the Alps. So how did I end up here in the Italian Alps on Tor Des Geants? Well, it's a long story, but where it really came from, on my first 100-miler, which was a race called Montreux Extreme in Switzerland, which was a very difficult race, I got talking to a lady called Irina Malianok, who ended up winning the race, a French ultramarathoner, and she was very experienced, which I knew, and she was talking about races she'd done, and I asked her, what's the longest race you've ever done? And she told me Tor Des Geants. At the time, I had no idea what Tor Des Geants was. I'd never heard of Tor Des Geants, and I thought that this 100-miler I was doing, Montreux Extreme, was pretty much the longest, most difficult race I could think of. So she told me it was 200 miles and 24,000 meters elevation gain, which didn't make any sense to me. So I was asking her, is it a stage race? No, it's continuous. And from that moment on, of course, once I finished that 100-miler, thinking I would never do anything like that again, I looked this up, and lo and behold, 4 years later, after having completed already 2 other 200-milers in Swiss peaks, and just 8 weeks prior to this, crossing Switzerland by the same race organisers as Montreux Extreme, here I am in the Italian Alps running Tor Des Geants. I'm very happy to be here. Grazie.
Allez, allez, allez.
Merci.
Ok. No, no, grazie. Ti lascio.
Certo. Ciao.
Allez, allez.
Acqua? L'acqua.
Oui. Sì. Grazie.
Ci arrivi a stasera. Speriamo che ci arriveremo.
Va bene. Prossima restata. Bravo, bravo.
Grazie.
Bravi, bravi.
Forza, bravi, bravi.
Look at this. Incredible. Grazie, grazie.
Quanto sei? Centesimo?
4.
O di più?
4 e 6?
Ah,
Moi, ah. Okay, that's good. '47. I think he said I was 47, which is absolutely crazy. I feel really good, so I don't think I'll push too hard, but basically it sounds awfully high. But we'll see. Very early days. Very early days. ragazzi. Just coming up to the second life base. Not really sure what to do. I was very tired a little bit ago before the sun came up. Definitely wanted to sleep, but now I feel a bit more awake. I wonder whether I could keep going on. I think I will try and sleep maybe for 45 minutes, and then the next life base I get to be dark or nearly dark. So I'll have another sleep there, perhaps for an hour. But the temptation is there just to get on with it. It's a bad idea. I know it's a bad idea. The last climb was a monster. We went up to 3,300 meters, which I found tough. And I mean, it was a 1,800 meter climb. It was a bore. But I'm glad to get it out of the way. That's the highest point of the entire course. So it does go up to just over 3,000 meters once more at the end. And I think it says a little bit lower for a bit now. I'm not sure, but certainly not 3,000 meters. Anyway, which is welcome. Getting stuck into the third section now. Only 45k between the last life base and the next one, and only 2,000 meters of climbing, with more descending than that. So shouldn't take too long. Quite hot now, which could become a problem. We're currently at like 1,700 meters, so when we do at one point drop down to 300 meters. Not quite sure when, but hopefully I'll manage to do that section in the night tonight, but we'll see. I just had a really poor stop at the last life base. I tried to sleep but couldn't get to sleep. Had a shower. I did have a shower. I mean, it's probably done me some good, to be fair. But I didn't sleep. I lay down for 10 minutes. It's probably done my legs good too. I'm still very tired now. Not quite sure why I couldn't sleep. There was someone snoring next to me, which did not help. And I just got into my head that I wasn't going to sleep, so then I wasn't going to sleep. Hopefully, next life base things go a bit better. It might be sort of evening time then. Actually, probably not, but I'm getting on for that, so hopefully I manage to get a bit of sleep in the next life base, even if it's just an hour, and then I can crack on in the night, get as much done in that night as I can. It'd be really nice to be on 200k after 48 hours. That's maybe a tall order, but it would be nice, because then it's definitely on to go under 100 in that case. But it's just hard to predict how much I'm going to slow down, how much I'm going to have to stop, and what the rest of the course is like. So we'll see. I mean, don't ever go as high as we did yesterday again, that is a good thing. That definitely slowed me down. We'll see. Yeah, it's beautiful anyway. This is Gran Paradiso National Park. It's pretty lovely, as everything has been. I'd really like to go for a swim in that water down there, but I'll probably get on with this. Should probably get on with it. That's what we always say. yeah, we'll see tonight. Maybe when I get into the thing, I'll be able to sleep. Keep an hour's kip and don't mess about showering. Just literally take my shorts off and go to sleep. I've got a blister on one of my toes because my sock had a hole in it, but I can't feel it, so not particularly worried about that. Other than that, I had a little bit. I had chafing earlier on. My pants were chafing earlier on, but managed to get some anti-chafe. Well, I say anti-chafe, but actually lip balm is my go-to just in case anti-chafe that I take with me, and it worked fine. It did stop that chafing. I've never had my pants chafe like that before. There we go. Might have been on the inside out. There's a possibility of that. Wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that. But there we go. Okay. I better crack on. Yeah. 8K, so Refugio. So, don't know what that is. I don't know how far to the life base because it's saying a deviated course. The GPX is not up to much, but it doesn't really matter because the signage is great. There you go. Anyway, I'm gonna put this away and run. Okay, bye now. After failing to sleep at the last life base, I'm absolutely knackered now, but I don't really feel dozy, as in I'm nodding off as I'm running. I just keep on like that. I just keep having to stop for silly little reasons and can't get into a good rhythm. I have to put something in my bag or something. I'm just distracted and slightly confused, but there we go. Next stop is the life base, so try and get some sleep there, and hopefully that will cure that. Just been long descents through like this. It's hard to get a decent rhythm up on these sort of things. Anyway. Not that I mind that usually, but it just takes a long time. That's all. The Autumn River crossed over multiple times on multiple cool bridges. here's another one. The stones, really weird. Slightly wobbly. Oh God. Right, okay. Oh my God. The timbers are a bit rotten now. This white stone, it looks like snow. Looks like a glacier or something. Sorry. Supposed to be up on the
Yes.
Roman road.
It's there.
Is it Roman or something?
Eh?
Is it Roman, do you think?
No, it's Spanish.
Spanish?
Spanish.
Oh no, the road.
Eh?
The road. You don't know.
The road is,
Yeah.
is Roman.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
rest of the ring,
Some of it, yeah.
Roman ring.
Yeah.
I think in the night illuminate this
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
So I've just left the third life base now, having tried and failed yet again to sleep. There was a lot of noise outside, people cheering, and for that reason mainly, I just could not get to sleep. But I did force myself to lie down for 45 minutes, perhaps even an hour, I think 45 minutes before I decided I just had to get going. So I think, despite the fact that I didn't actually sleep, I left feeling pretty refreshed and pretty good to go into the night.
I can put allora 0 1 3 1 0 1 3 1. All right. You want to eat something? Drink something?
Okay. And Tessa is food and drink?
I don't know. I think so. Ma if you want to
Yeah.
Sassa, danno da mangiare bene. Sassa.
Tanto 140 non ho
Sì, come
New day. New dawn. Another hill to get up. So we're 7 a.m. 183 kilometers in, probably 185 actually, at least, because I stopped my watch and forgot to start it numerous times, sometimes for quite a while. So yeah, probably 185. I don't know what I'm getting at here. 5 hours before 50 hours, which is halfway to 100. obviously. So maybe I can get 15k done. That was 5 hours, which means 200k in the first half, leaving me with 140 the second half, possibly achievable. We'll see. 140. So that means 140 would mean 70k every 26 hours to the day with an extra 2 hours. 70k, 26 hours. Yes. 2 be 52. And a half would be what I'm getting at here. Anyway, trying to work out the kilometers per hour I would need. 26 hours. 3 is obviously too much. I don't know. Something in between 3 and 2.5 kilometers per hour. It's not. It sounds achievable, but I've definitely slowed down, and the course doesn't appear to be getting any easier. This last section's been really technical and slow. Not this bit, but yeah, so oh well, we'll see what happens. We do get some saving grace in one section. It's had to be cut out for rockfalls, which should apparently save us an hour and a half. So there's that. Cuts out 4k and 700 meters of climbing, which is a bonus at this point in time. Anyway, I'm going to sign off and get my poles out, because this hill I could do with them. Alright, bye. Incredible bacon at the last checkpoint. On toast. Nice bread too. Approaching another col. Oh, it really works hard to get up here. Well, it's possibly too hard, but it's been keeping me awake. Working hard. Definitely too hard, thanks. Feeling that in my legs. Still, these cols are always awesome because you never know what sights await you on the other side. And we're going to find out together. There you go. That's what we get. And we approve. We do approve. I suspect the GPX might add a ton of climbing here, because it's this situation where it's a cliff either side, so it thinks you've gone down over there. And the next stage, the GPX is not perfect, which the GPX they use is definitely not, thinks you're right up there. So that's how their elevation gets massively exaggerated. They call it 30,000 in their like road book, but yeah, 24,000 elsewhere. But I think that's the reason. I'm going to put this away and check what it looks like right now. Two kilometres of road to the life base. Yeah, slightly uphill. Yeah. Still, quicker running. Let's get it done. Yeah. It's about what I have to say on that matter. So I've now just left the 200-kilometre life base and I'm ascending the slopes towards Kolpinta with Galov Pirin, a brilliant runner from Bulgaria. At the last life base, I finally, at 200 kilometres, managed to get some sleep. It was because we spread out so far that the sports hall where the sleeping area was completely empty, completely quiet, cool, but not too cool. And I managed to get some good sleep for about an hour, I guess. I also spoke to Robbie Britton, a Centurion running coach and an amazing runner. But he told me, I was quizzing him on how long he thought it would take me to do the rest of the course. I'm trying to work out how tough the rest of the course was. And according to other runners who'd come in about the same time as me and left there about the same time as me, it worked out that I should have a very good chance at least of getting in under 100 hours. So I left there feeling good, feeling strong, tired, but ready to finish, ready to keep going. Finally, the goal. Wow. Kolpinta. So I've got like the 45k section to a life base to go. I've probably got like 30k left of that, I think, 35 perhaps, maybe 30, I don't know, I can check. So, I mean I can't. And then I've got 50k left to the finish. Currently They told me at the last aid station, I think 22nd, something like that, which is absolutely insane. Out of well over 1,000 stars, going to 700 left in on 22nd. Very tired. Did sleep an hour at the last life base, but I always get tired just before dawn, or just after dawn actually. Now when the sun gets a bit brighter and get into the day properly, hopefully that tiredness will go somewhat. I had some Tor Des Geants runners with me in the night. That's the shorter race, 145k race. It was interesting running with them, seeing how my legs now match up to them. And I found actually I could keep pace alright, so it really does give me a lot of hope I can come in under 100 hours for this. We'll see, but the cow's always got to go on the path. You're on my path, bud. Go on, get off. No, that's still on the path. The yellow markers, they're my path, mate. Don't go over the cliff, please, buddy. You're staying on my path. I'm gonna give you a ride to go there. Thanks, bud. Anyway. Well, I think it's this way anyway. Please stay on my path. It's the other side, isn't it? I'll probably be in market soon. Don't think there's anywhere else to go in those cows. Bang on the GPX doesn't mean a lot. Unfortunate thing is often it's played with mistakes against the marks course. To the point where I'm just like sometimes, well, what should I follow? You go with the markings, but I was convinced I took one of my markings, I don't know, probably. I was convinced I took the Tor Des Geants route by mistake earlier on because it was so different from my so different from the thing on my watch. And the thing on my watch, which looked like an easier route, and I was like, oh no, what is going on? But it was alright, so that was fine. I think I was on the right route. It's just the GPX was wrong as usual. I'd really like to see something which isn't just painted on a rock. I mean, an arrow. It's got to be this way. Got to be this way. So I'm like 250, 55, 60 something K in. Still able to run quite fluently. That fluentness sort of goes away. Like you sleep, it comes back, you can run great. After a while that goes. But apparently it's back and booming. So Man, I'm really worried I've gone the wrong way. But it looks good. So I had a panic at the last. It's alright, cows, don't worry, don't worry. Young ones. Had a panic at the last life race because I sort of blew my nose. Bloody bit, but then I coughed into the sink. Blood came out. Coughed blood into the sink. And I was cleaning my teeth. And, it wasn't like dental blood. It was thick, lots of gooey blood from my throat, which has been hurting for a while. Really worried. Just that I googled. Don't know what I'm doing. I do not want to say to anyone, oh, mummy cow now. No, this is not brilliant. It's alright, guys. I'm going to go up here. Guys. Bloody cows. Normally great, but you do have to be careful with those calves because the mothers can get quite protected. There's a try to get past. Keep out in order. Yeah, so I thought it was called blood. Like, basically, what's going on with that? So I figured if I tell someone about this, I'm out of the race. I'm doing amazingly. Really didn't want to be out of the race, but then, I googled it. Like, the only thing I got was it's bad. That's really bad. I'm like, if me running at altitude 3 nights, well, 3 nights, not really different. And the dust, I guess, has caused it. I don't want to go out and do it some more because this is not worth permanently damaging my lungs. So I did tell someone, and he thoroughly checked me over, checked my blood oxygen levels, which were perfect, 99. I suppose 100 is perfect, but pretty damn good. We're at some altitude, so 99 was good. It shows I'm somewhat acclimatized. There we go. Anyway, blood oxygen levels. Then listen to my lungs all around. Just let everything go, and then I just tried to go a bit more, just to show it, just to make sure, and I couldn't. Just like bogey stuff. Essentially, I think what happened was I had a bit of a nosebleed, been like driving bogies, which I've been picking out a bit. Stayed bled. I've drawn it into my throat, smacked it out. That's probably something like that is what happened, and I'm absolutely fine. So that was a relief. Sorry, before I spoke to the person, I went to sleep, kind of a fretful sleep, but actually it wasn't, because as I was thinking about, as I was going to sleep, I was thinking, well, it's over now, I can relax. I can just relax because it's over. I mean, I'm going to just get the bus somewhere and go get a pizza or something, because my race is over. But of course, my race wasn't over, and I'm back out on the hills. No regrets. It's all good. So, do hope I'm going the right way. They've been using flags the whole time, Now the flags are gone. It's yellow though. It's all. Sure, it's right. Wish they'd bloody written Tor somewhere though. There we go. Hey, look at that. Come on, flag. Definitely on the right old track here. Perfect. Brilliant. Looks like I have to go up there. That's always interesting, trying to work out where you're going to go in these things. Yeah, did I mention I'm in like 20 something? I know I did. But yeah, that's crazy. And it's good. And it's like, I do the maths. Like, I should finish under 100 hours. You know, I'm on for that. Really, I'm on for that. So, super chuffed with how this has gone, how I've performed, and so glad it came. Made the decision through the night, really, but it's one I'm pretty sure I'll stick to, because I have been thinking about similar things for quite a while. Basically, this will be my last really competitive ultra race, because, you know, it's so hard trying to do your absolute best in these things. As much as, you know, if I do get under 100 hours, if I even just complete this, I'll be super proud for the rest of my life. I'm really glad I did it. But I don't want to keep doing it and doing it. See, so many of the people on these races have done these things year after year, lots of them year after year. I don't want to be that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to put myself through it. So yeah, I may well enter some ultras, possibly after a few years, even something this long. Probably not, to be honest, because you can't do this easily. To do this in 150 hours would still be extremely difficult, because we've got to think about when you're doing a race like this. You know, it sounds like, oh, you got ages for it. You could walk that. Firstly, actually, you couldn't. The terrain is so rugged. If you walked all of it, you're not going to get around in 150 hours. But secondly, how much you've got to think to yourself what it's like. Not most people. A lot of people who train pretty hard and try and up their training have had to go at 100-mile training week. Okay, but probably most of them haven't also added into that 100-mile training week, you know, 12,000 meters of elevation gain. But even if you have, it's not a 100-mile training week. This is a 220-mile training week with 25,000 meters elevation gain. So to think it's going to be easy if you go at cut-off pace is insane. It's going to be bloody difficult. I think people get confused with the Dragon's Back as well, because it's a staged race. It's going to be easy, but again, it's a 200-mile training week. That's bloody hard. However you do it, however fit you are, and however easy you take it, that's bloody hard. But in any case, what I'm talking about is entering maybe Tor Des Geants one day. Although I've seen most of the course, but it's beautiful. Maybe Tor Des Geants, but you know, 100k's, maybe even 100-miler every now and then. But doing them full value to the cliffs, not, you know, really set myself a soft target. So don't go quicker than this mount, which is for me not that quick, somewhere near the calves, and then take pictures, stop, go for a swim in the rivers you're passing, you know, buy an ice cream. All the things I don't do, I just stop and have a look around, because I don't do it because I'm so focused on doing the absolute best I can do in the race. It's just racing, and just like running, I'm never going to win anything competitive. With a cherry on top of a very big lake of pride, which I've baked for myself over the years, and I'm going to be fine saying that. So I think I'm done, but not until I spend the next 30 hours. I don't know, yeah, around about 30 hours toiling, trying to do the very best I can one more time here. Anyway, over the top of this car, what will be on the other side? More mountains, I expect. Yeah, more mountains. More absolutely incredible scenery. It's been raining this morning, as you will see from my coat. I made a stupid mistake today. Things, whatever. I had a shower before I slept. And I put the top on after the shower, because where the beds were seemed cold, and when I went to go, in my panic and wanted to go and talk to a medic, I forgot to put the top back in my backpack. I put it in my drop bag. So one day when it started raining and the weather's turned a bit, I actually don't have any more clothes than I do have more clothes I'm wearing. I've got my tights, I've got my waterproofs. I put my waterproofs in because I thought it was going to be wet. My waterproof trousers, which I'm almost certainly never going to wear. That top, yeah, maybe I would have worn it, but I don't have that option now. But the truth is, it's not cold, so I shall be fine. And when I get back from this leg to the life base, I'll get that top out and put it back in my drop bag. Not my drop bag, that would be silly. Put it in my backpack. It's got pretty bleak up here, quite windy and raining a bit. Just as I came over the coal there, we're exposed now. The wind and rain. So, experiencing some harsh conditions. Worried not quite the right kit, but going down.
runners from Tor Des Geants. This is the thing that's going on throughout, but grazie, grazie. Grazie.
Dai, bravo!
Grazie.
Ale!
So this particular section, it was the bit that they changed because the bit higher up had a landslip, and I was expecting it to be a nice, easy, runnable section, but it turned out to be just really difficult and kind of unpleasant, muddy, and like you could never get just up and down all the time. It wasn't flat or wasn't any good climbing. It was just, I found it unpleasant, and I think because I thought it was going to be easy, it was way harder than it ought to have been. So I wished we'd gone up and done the full route in the end.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no worries. Great job. Enjoy the rest.
Cheers, man. A final call. So that last call wasn't actually the final call. The call is dead. Long live the new call. It's got an ice station there too. Look at that. Gonna be glad when this is over, I've got to say. 15k downhill. It's 200 metres climbing somewhere, but predominantly descending. Ah, ciao. Tim. Yeah.
How are you?
Okay.
Ok.
I'll be glad to get to come here.
Vabbè, te lo passo a mano.
313.
131. Team, ok.
Yep. Thank you.
Do you want something hot?
No, just some Coke, please.
So?
Just some Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Okay.
Thank you.
Do you have your glass?
How long does it take to get down?
Su Conomagliano 14 kilometers.
Yeah. How many hours do you think?
3 hours if you
3 hours.
walk slowly.
3 hours if you walk slowly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, half an hour.
With calm.
Half an hour then. Grazie.
Prego.
Can I have one more cup? Sorry.
Okay.
Grazie.
Prego.
Is there another Is there another? How far?
8 kilometers. Bertone.
Yep. Thank you. Has it been cold up here? Was it cold up here in the night?
Yeah. It was really, really cold. And you? How was it tonight?
Now when you're moving it's fine, but when you're standing around you get cold, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot guys.
You.
Oh, bye.
See ya. Sorry. It's the cook. Bonjour. We're very close to the end of Tor Des Geants. 6.77k. We're on the UTMB course. Going the opposite direction to UTMB. On our way down, it's caught my ear and I recognise the shape of the hills there. I think that's the first col we went up a long bloody time ago. Well, not that long. About 95 hours, which is pretty crazy. Looks like there's a storm brewing over there. Which I'm glad to be getting back. Of course it's going to hit before I get back, isn't it? Anyway. I'm glad it's all over. Not nearly all over. It's been a hell of a slog. It's not all been annoying, but there we go. It's been an adventure. Ciao.
Ciao. Good luck.
Thank you, man. I think I'll make it now. Yeah, it's been some ups and downs. But yeah, I've definitely sort of decided it's the last time I'm doing something like this. And at least the last time I'm really trying to like act like I'm getting paid to do this. But in reality, there's no point in me busting my gut to try and get a great time and place as high as I can, because it doesn't matter. I should just stop, take some pictures, smell the roses, swim in the lakes, buy an ice cream, do stuff like that instead of relentlessly pressing on because you want to be under such and such a time, you want to be in the top 20, blah 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 blah. But I don't regret having done it. I don't regret having done it for this, because I'm going to achieve not only a sub 100 hour Tor Des Geants, which in itself I believe is 4% of starters, so pretty damn good. But also I'm going to go under 96 hours, which is not something anyone talks about, but it is 4 days, so do the whole thing in less than 4 days, I think. Anyway, I should do, as long as my legs just broken. They were fine, I've been moving along quite nicely, and then suddenly saying, nah, you're done, mate. No. But I'm sure they'll give me another go in a minute. I might need to eat. It's always you need to eat, but I mean, it's so bloody much. It's mad. Like most events, shorter events, you can't wait to eat stuff. And like earlier on in this, I was thinking, oh, yes, I'm going to buy a pizza if I finish it in time. Like, oh, I'm going to buy this and this. I'm going to buy a whole Viennetta and eat that. I don't want to eat. Now I just want to stop eating. But what I should do is eat, because no, I've not got long left. The reason my legs have stopped working is probably because I'm not eating. So I should probably put this thing away and bloody eat something. I'll see you at the finish. Alright? Thanks. Grazie mille.
Dai, grande!
A mere 10 minutes after the previous clip, fueled by the final aid station's Coca-Cola and a deeply sarcastic and self-deprecating moan to a gracious volunteer, a switch in my head flipped. My lethargy vanished, and I awoke to a true flow state. I hit the final steep descent, the last 5 kilometers of technical trail. Suddenly, I could not only run, I could fly. All pain, all fatigue, all fear had vanished. I revelled in my glory, passing the UTMB path's many hikers like a fighter jet buzzing a tower, inciting enthusiastic cheers from runners, walkers and spectators, each cheer pushing me further, propelling my flight towards the finish. As I write this video, I recognise that telling myself I'll never do this again, a recurring theme at the ends of these events, is a subconscious performance boost. To push as hard as I can, I need to believe that this is the last time that I will do this, and in that moment, I do truly believe. I didn't reach for my camera until the adrenaline rush of the descent had passed, and I found myself on tarmac with the adrenaline rush of knowing I now had less than a mile to the finish. Somehow, my lungs kept pumping, my heart kept beating, and my legs kept turning over, my spirits sky high as I sprinted across the finish line.
Grazie. Grazie.